What's up YouTube, it's Onion Bomb here and welcome back to another Breaking Bad reaction video. Pretty sure we're in for a really good one today because last time we left off on some pretty hard hitting cliffhanger-ish stuff. We're on season 4 episode 8 and what happened last time was Hank, who's been on this case about Gail, or I guess not really on the case, but like he was like, he looked at it and then he was solving some stuff and then he put some pieces together and then he said, oh, this guy, he likes organic and vegan stuff, but he has a fried chicken poster. I keep saying poster, no, it's a flyer. Why would he want that? And then he did some real work. I think I forgot to mention this last time, but he saw this air conditioning thing and he called up and there was no record on it, and then he suspected Gus, and then he said Gus's fingerprints were in Gail's apartment. So Gus might be getting busted by the DEA or some sort of police force sometime very soon. I don't know if it's going to be this episode or an episode in the future, like the season finale or something, but I think it might be happening very soon, and it's pretty exciting. What's gonna happen next, I don't know. We also saw Walter and Jesse kind of devising up a plan to kill Gus. They again brought back the bean stuff, gave some to Jesse if he was gonna be around Gus, which he was before. They're not letting him on Walter, but they're letting him on Jesse. To dump in that beans and whatever food or drink he's eating. I don't really think of a good opportunity for him to do that, but then one kind of presented itself to him with getting Gus's coffee, but that kind of backpedaled and it just didn't go through with it. And then Mike was talking to Jesse, and then he says he might see loyalty in him, and I don't know, Jesse's a bit conflicted right now, especially suffering from the Gail murder guilt, and he really let that all out during that one acceptance rehab meeting support group kind of thing. He really let them all have it there. Not really all have it, but he let himself have it, and then he just really went in. So, what is gonna happen next? Gus, is he gonna be done soon? Well, I can't wait. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, Mike was there.
I can give you the highlights. Your nephews grew impatient. They continued to press me for my permission to kill Walter White. When I wouldn't give it, they settled instead for DEA agent Schrader. Marco was shot in the face and died instantly. Leonel lingered for several hours. The warning call to the DEA agent. Juan Bolsa may have some insight into who placed it. But yesterday, the federales raided his hacienda, and in the confusion, Juan was shot dead. An accident, perhaps. I thought you should hear it from me. Always cooking. Yes, detective.
Oh.
I'd like to record this conversation, if that's okay.
Of course.
So you wish to continue?
Please. Very anxious to find out what this is all about.
Sir, your fingerprints were found at a crime scene.
Really?
A drug-related homicide.
Gail Bedeker's apartment.
So you knew the victim.
I established a chemistry scholarship at UNM. I named it after Maximino Arciniega.
Oh, he's gonna BS out of this.
Gail was a recipient of this scholarship. He was perhaps one of 3 dozen. I've seen Gail for years, till I ran into him a few weeks ago.
Ran into him where?
At the restaurant. Well, ran into isn't quite accurate, as I assume he came by to reestablish contact with me. He invited me to dinner the following night, and I accepted. It was perhaps a week later when I read about him in the paper. Drug-related, you said?
It's a good possibility.
The chemist. But for reasons I never understood, he was more interested in taking shortcuts than what would or could have been a very promising career. I was at a fundraiser at Presbyterian Hospital. I was there from 7 to 11.
Else?
Ask him what he ate.
Sorry, yeah, just one other thing. Is Gustavo Fring your real name?
Is it my real name?
I know you're a Chilean national, but there are no records of you ever living there.
Really?
I mean, records show that you immigrated to Mexico in 1986, and then a couple years later you were granted an entry visa to the United States. But there's no record of Gustavo Fring ever having existed in Chile.
General Pinochet's government was guilty of a great many sins. First and foremost were its human rights abuses. But it was also notoriously unreliable at keeping records. I'm sure if you keep digging, you'll find me.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
It's hit or miss. I mean, we run into that all the time, right? We usually find something. I mean, before 86, this guy's a ghost.
I was definitely curious when his print showed up at Bedeker's apartment, but for me, the scholarship thing explains it.
Well, I'll admit to a certain degree of bias. This man has been a long-time friend of DEA. But that being said, I thought his story was credible.
So why are we hearing it now?
What do you mean?
Well, like you said, this man's a big law enforcement booster. One day he's reading the newspaper and sees that someone he just had dinner with, someone he thought a lot of, was murdered. He reads this and he doesn't make a phone call, share his connection with the case, or ask about the investigation.
We can't predicate a criminal investigation on a person not making phone calls.
I believed him.
They're buying Gus. Sure asked what he had for dinner with Gail.
Nice touch.
See if it was vegan.
Bird bath.
Oh, they did move.
Yeah.
You'll thank Jesse again from both of us.
You got it.
So Jesse's still sipping.
So how's he doing?
Jesse? He's good. He's busy.
Oh.
Mind dropping checks off every week like Ed McMahon, but if you really want to know how they're doing, why don't you go see for yourself?
She's putting the money in the clothes. Oh, oh the undermine.
Reed's working tomorrow, and there's this gem and mineral show that's opening at the fairgrounds. Wondering if you could maybe give me a lift?
Yeah, sure. Passable black tourmaline. Turn right here. Okay. But I did have one piece of morganite that was very special. You know?
Hey, Walt, there's no rock show, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I just said that so Marie wouldn't freak.
Oh.
Take it right here.
Hank, where are we going?
Oh.
We're not here for the chicken.
Oh.
All right. You ready for your mind to be blown? Gustavo Fring. Remember him? He came down to the hospital after the shooting to put up the reward. He sponsors the DEA fun run every year. Prove it, mind you, but I suspect the man's a drug dealer.
Oh. Yo, I can't say it.
Methamphetamine. I mean, honest to God, I really believe that this guy is maybe one of the biggest movers in the Southwest. That he didn't strike you as being the boss man type. That probably there was a much bigger guy out there, right?
Hank, that was just
It
speculation.
didn't matter. It made me keep at it. And guess what I find? Chicken Man's fingerprints at Bedeker's murder scene. So we bring him in.
You think that Gustavo Fring killed Gail Bedeker?
Oh, yeah, probably not. I mean, these guys use, you know, like a dunce to pull the trigger, right? But his fingerprints being there was enough for us to bring him in. So
you brought him into the police?
Right. He sits down to talk with us. The problem is that he...
What did you ask him? What did he say?
Walt, will you let me finish my story here?
Sorry, I'm just interested, you know. So.
All right, well, anyway, so we bring him in, and he proceeds to kick our asses. Since for everything, this guy is terms of endearment convincing. He's not a suspect. But I'm telling you, something deep down says he's my guy. Oh. Just gotta prove it.
What favor?
See that Volvo station wagon over there? What I need for you to do, stick this on it.
Oh.
GPS tracker. You know, wifey thinks hubby's screwing around on her, but she wants to be sure. You stick this on the car. This right here. It's a magnet.
Oh no.
It's easy. Okay, here's what you do. You untie your shoelace and you head toward the restaurant. As you're walking past the car, you look down. Oh, hey, darn, my shoe's untied. Okay. Now, when you bend down to tie your shoe, you stick this up into the wheel well. Then you go inside and.
Hank, I don't feel good about this at all.
Look, Walt, I know that this kind of thing is outside your comfort zone.
No, I mean, this is a mistake.
Help me out here, okay? I mean, this is really important to me. Jesus, just you make me beg you? Come on, just stick it in there. Just act normal.
May I help you? I didn't do it. See, I didn't do it. Do it. Do it. May I help you with your order?
Oh.
What the hell?
I thought I was driving the man to a gem and mineral show, and all of a sudden he has me pulling into your restaurant and telling me that he's investigating you. Look, you and I, we've had our differences, but I would never. Being on pure conjecture, and no one, not one person that he works with thinks that you are anyone other than an owner of a fast food chain. But if something were to happen to Hank, then that would only draw their attention to you, and therefore to me as well. Sure that he discovers nothing. Jesse!
What? Oh, hey, don't wait to be like invited.
Are we alone? You would tell me if you lost it, right?
Oh, Jesus. Asshole. You creaming to get it done? Go do it yourself.
If he didn't see me coming like he's some kind of... Got to make this meeting happen this week. Tomorrow. Tonight, if possible.
Oh. Tonight? Wow. What are you, high?
My brother-in-law. My DEA agent brother-in-law. He's on to Gus. My brother-in-law is on to Gus.
Yeah, I got it. Your brother-in-law. Okay, I'm thinking. Add a plus douchebag to a minus douchebag, and you get like 0 douchebags.
I've got some math for you. Hank catching Gus equals Hank catching us. For you to request a sit-down with Gus so you can discuss what you would say in case Hank brings you in for questioning, okay? Now you just say that you want to be, that you need to be able to be properly coached.
He's just gonna tell me to shut my mouth if I get busted. He ain't gonna set up no meeting.
Well, then insist on it, damn it! Act panicked!
He now thinks Jesse's against him.
Trader's looking into you totally on his lonesome. Just him, his credit card, and his chauffeur Walter.
Miss Daisy with binoculars. We watch our backs, make sure we don't throw him any bones. He'll never make a case.
Handle them if that's all we've got on our plate.
But dealing with both Schrader and the Mexicans at the same time, if he happens to be watching when they make a move, it could be the perfect storm.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Playing it somewhere else, isn't that just making it suspicious? Hector, okay. No, I already said that, but...
The cartel has given me its ultimatum.
Just realizing we got a name for
To
it.
which I've said no.
Confía en ti mismo. Todo va a salir bien.
This is before Gus was Gus. Oh! He pees in the pool. There's the other guy too. The guy got shot.
Ustedes dos, juro por mi madre,
That's
que es
the
el más
boss.
sabroso en todo México.
Es Don Eladio. Es un gran
Don someone.
Max es el chef.
Es tan excelente. Además de eso, ¿qué tienen en el menú?
Bueno, tenemos varios acompañamientos de arroz, frijoles. A veces preparamos platos de carnitas si es que encontramos carne fresca en el mercado.
No solamente con el pollo, sino regresan endrogados. Regresan high.
Lo cual significa que se moverá en grandes cantidades. Pero lo más importante es que es totalmente artificial. Le podemos mostrar cómo fabricarla aquí mismo en México.
Y usted se queda con todas las ganancias.
They're pitching their meth.
Yo simplemente tomé la iniciativa. No fue intención insultarlo.
Don Eladio, Gustavo no lo quiso ofender. Yo conozco a Gustavo como si fuera un hermano. Para mí, este hombre es la persona más leal, más honorable que yo he conocido. Y compañero, por favor, se lo...
Yeah, I kind of figured that was coming. Somehow, some way. Because that's the water, that the blood.
Míralo, tú le hiciste eso. Ahora, míralo.
Wow.
La única razón por la cual tú estás vivo y él no, es porque yo sé quién eres tú.
Yeah, that was the shot in the beginning. Okay. Alright, so that was season 4, episode 8. And that was another pretty good one. Oh, that was getting pretty crazy there when Walter had, Gus was trying to get him to put, or not Gus, Hank was trying to get him to put a tracker on Gus's car, and then like Mike pulled up next to them and he didn't know what to do, and then he didn't do it. He goes in and he's like, I didn't do it, and Gus told him to do it, so he did it. And now Gus knows Hank is really on his trail, and Hank is on his trail like in his own accord. So I don't know what that means for Hank. I do agree with Walter, even though I definitely don't want them to kill Hank. I do agree with Walter, though. I don't think they should, because that would just make it more suspicious about Gus. So they can't really kill Hank, but they do have a cartel problem, and I guess there's like there's an ultimatum and a deal. Is this Don guy still alive? Like, is this the big boss? Because I know the other two guys, of course, the guy was being like Tuco's like uncle. That's Hector. He's in the wheelchair with the bell. The other guy was the guy like, last season who got killed over the phone because I guess they got a hit on him. So all that's left is Dawn. I think that's what I'm gonna call him. His name was like Dawn Eldry something. But yeah, I wonder if he's like the leader of the cartel still, or maybe he's like not like, you know, he's probably pretty old too. He might have been the oldest one there in the flashback. So I don't know if he's going to be alive yet or still or not. But it's crazy to see in the flashback Gus being like jittery and like on edge, and then and man, they killed his partner, and that was shocking. That's really messed up for Gus to go through. But and him and his partner, it was kind of almost like a Walter and Jesse kind of thing. Like Gus didn't have too much to offer, the other guy did, and the other guy was trying to defend Gus as like his partner. And then like I don't know, I really don't understand why they shot him. I know they explained it, like well, they said the only reason you're alive is because I know who you are. I don't know. Interesting though. Walter might be on edge about Jesse because he found out he lied to him about seeing Gus. And he said he doesn't have an opportunity to kill him. I think Jesse's just confused, probably doesn't want to kill someone else after killing Gale and feeling guilty about it. But Walter might think otherwise. He might think he's conspiring against him, maybe planning on killing him eventually or siding with Gus. I don't know. I wonder what else Hank is gonna do. How is he gonna react to the tracker being placed somewhere else? I don't know if I agree with what Gus is doing. I mean, I know he has to go places, but if he could just go from Los Pollos to his house for a little bit and like go like with other means of transportation to other places, then like, or maybe get Mike to drive him around, I think that could be a good thing. Because now that it's moved, like now you're saying, oh yeah, I saw this, I know what happened. Like that doesn't necessarily say he's guilty, but it says like he's onto him, he's smart, he's like, he knows, like he could be behind that. I don't know, that's just me. I wonder how Hank's gonna react to that and what else he's gonna do to try to catch Gale. Gale, he's dead. Come on. Catch Gus doing something. I don't know how much more steps is he gonna go? How much further is he gonna take this? Is he gonna get Walter even more involved? And what does that mean there? Is Gus gonna try to take care of the Hank problem? What's that gonna happen there? Like he still can't really walk. I don't know. Very interesting though. Have to see what happens next. So yeah guys, I think that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe, you know it's always up to you. I will see you guys in the next video you're watching from me. Goodbye.
Heard my music wanna tangle. I could feel them try to grab me by the ankles. I can hear them all start to say my name, oh. But it's not about the money or the fame, no. No, it's all about me just doing my thing, yo. Cause I'm loving what I do and I won't change, no. I feel blessed I could do this every day.